all doing well. I'm just making this video actually because a few people have asked me this question and I have an answer for it, and I thought maybe if I shared it with everyone it could help someone out there. Anyway, the question is, what do I do? How do I communicate with my friends and family that still aren't awake to what's going on? What do I do with them? Well, my really short advice, and you can take it or leave it, of course, I'm no expert necessarily, but my advice would be to keep the lines of communication open as much as possible. Now, no one ever takes advice from someone who they don't respect or who they don't love, right? Or who isn't kind. So what we need to be the type of people that draw people in to want to figure out more about why we are the way we are. We need to just be that person. We need to be loving. We need to be kind and considerate. So if someone has cut you off because of this whole COVID thing, or if they've stopped talking to you, that's fine. But don't be mean back. Be loving back, even if they're hateful towards you. And the reason why is because the truth is coming out about everything, and you know that. It's drip feeding out very slowly, and probably more things are going to happen. And every time something bad happens in terms of tyrannical governments and things like that, more and more people wake up. So we need to be there for those people, because you know how we've all struggled a lot, right? We've been vilified in the media. I've been to prison for 22 days. I've had lies about me in the media. I've had trolling and death threats and all that sort of stuff. But even though we've gone through all of that, and globally, people who chose not to get vaccinated have been locked out of restaurants, they've lost their jobs, all these really terrible things. But you know what we have is we have truth on our side, and we have conviction, and we have actually become stronger people. We have become better and stronger people from what we have been through over the last 2.5 years. But unfortunately, those out there that were willing to vilify us, when the penny drops with them, they are going to really, really struggle. When the police find out that they were enforcing tyrannical rules for no reason, when people find out that they took a medical procedure that they didn't want, and actually the people they were vilifying were actually right, when the nurses and the doctors, and when they figure all of this out, which they will, because at some point it will be so obvious that no one can even deny it, they are going to really, really struggle. They're going to struggle more than we struggled standing up for ourselves. Because actually, like I said, we became stronger people. They followed the narrative. And when they figure it out, it's going to be a really tough time. And if we aren't there for those people, then the suicides are going to go up. And they already have. Depression, loneliness, all of that is going to go up. So if we can keep those lines of communication open and just be the types of people that we wish everyone else could be, then those people are going to know who to come to. They're going to know that you are still available to them. And hopefully they're not too ashamed to come up to you and say that, hey, you were right and I'm really struggling. I really want to be around you more. No leader or anyone that is like world renowned for being any type of leader is mean or abusive or anything like that. That you want to just be a role model. And so it actually doesn't matter what other people are saying about us or what we're doing. We just need to keep doing it and keep staying in our strengths and in our truths. And those people will come around, and we will be there for them when they do. We won't say, I told you so, will we? Because that's not very kind. We won't say, well, you should have listened to me, will we? We'll just say, I'm really sorry that this happened to you, but hey, at least you know now, and let's go through it together. I'm here to help you. So look, the video isn't about action. It's nothing really revolutionary, but I just want to remind you all to keep those lines of communication open with your friends and family, because there will come a time when they want into this community, and you're going to be there for them so that they have a way in. Because at the end of the day, guys, we're not just doing this for ourselves. You know, we haven't stood up just for ourselves. We've stood up for our friends, our family, and the next generations. And so I am really conscious that these people are going to struggle more than we ever have. And we are becoming stronger so that we can be there for those people. So I hope this little tidbit of information has helped someone out there who is struggling to communicate with their friends and family. Just be a kind person, and also maybe avoid talking about politics as much as you can. Try to remember the things that you used to talk about, you know, the things that used to bring you together as friends, because before all of this, we used to talk about everything else. We used to talk about food or exercise or drinks or whatever people talked about, but we can still just talk about those things. We don't have to talk about politics or things that divide us. So anyway, I hope you guys can keep all your friends around you, or at least at a distance, you know, even if you have to kind of stop consistent communication because it's too difficult for you, that's okay. Just keep them at arm's length for when the time is right. So see you guys. Have a lovely day.